हेलो मेरे प्यारे बच्चों, गुड इवनिंग। चलो आज स्टार्ट करते हैं। वी आर स्टार्टिंग हिस्ट्री चैप्टर 10 कंटिन्यू। दिस इज पार्ट 2। इन द अर्लियर क्लास I had discussed about the first part till Jolverian something was left। कुछ छूटा हुआ था जोलवेरियन में, और उसके बाद आते हैं कि एक एक करके फर्स्ट what the topics are there। फर्स्ट द जोलवेरियन, some parts left, some rules regulations were there। कुछ रूल्स थे, कुछ रेगुलेशंस थे, क्या बने थे वो बताया जाएगा। Then comes a new conservatism after 1815। 1815 का समय आता है जब नेपोलियन रिवोल्यूशनरीज में इसी में फिफ्थ पॉइंट है, बट इसी का कंसिस्टिंग पॉइंट है। दिस इज गिसेप मेजिनी, वन ऑफ द ग्रेटेस्ट रिवोल्यूशनरी ऑफ द वर्ल्ड। Then comes the age of revolution। I will write about 1830 to 1848 this year era। I have not written here, you can take the screenshot। The रोकते हुए, don't taking time, start the lesson। First, Joulverian as earlier, because yesterday I saw, हम देखे कि sound was muted in the last part। When I was testing, I saw sound was muted। So again, little part of Joulverian, as it was told 1834। This was a custom union formed on the initiative होता है शुरुआत, पहल, initiative of one country is there। Prussia was at that time very important country। Again I am repeating, it can again also be pronounced Prussia। So what was that? It is written कस्टम यूनियन ने क्या क्या किया, कस्टम यूनियन का एम क्या था, तो हम लोग एक उसको आगे बढ़ते हुए देखते हैं कि ये यूनियन क्या क्या किया। तो फर्स्ट पॉइंट इसका आता है, फर्स्ट, when I will complete this you will take the screenshot। It abolished, it means the custom union, Joulverian। It abolished the tariff barriers। What are these tariff barriers? Again repeating, tariff barriers होता क्या है? Tariff barriers means taxes imposed passing from, we say generally we say passing from one border। This border can be of the country, this can be border of the two states, like at present prevailed in India। जैसे इंडिया में प्रिवेल्ड है कि यहाँ पे है एक स्टेट से दूसरे, वो अलग चीज है। वहां पे इसको हिंदी में कहीं कहीं पे चुंगी कर भी बुलाया जाता है, बट ये क्या किया, एबोलिश कर दिया टैरिफ बैरियर। सेकंड पॉइंट क्या किया कि ये दिस वाज इंपॉर्टेंट, आई टोल्ड यस्टरडे आल्सो, इट रिड्यूस्ड, व्हाट रिड्यूस्ड, द नंबर, NO डॉट मींस नंबर ऑफ, हम शॉर्ट में बहुत सारा चीज लिखेंगे, आई विल राइट इन वेरी शॉर्ट, नंबर ऑफ करेंसीज। बट यू हैव टू टेक केयर, आप लोगों को ध्यान रखना है, while you writing the exam you will not write NO dot, number of currencies from or over 30 to 2। earlier there were 30 currencies, now they were reduced to 2। and then third thing was there, promoted a network of railway। अब यहाँ पे एक क्वेश्चन भी, आई एम राइटिंग वन क्वेश्चन ऑल्सो according to your exam, sure short if it will appear, sure short, no, nobody can be sure short, but it is very important question। The question will be, what was Joulverian? I will keep on giving you the questions also। what was Joulverian? तो Joulverian में हम लोग लिखेंगे, Joulverian was a custom union, it was formed in 1834 on the initiative of Prussia। first point over, what it did, the functions, the steps taken by the this custom union। So it abolished the tariff barriers, it reduced the number of currencies from 30 to 2, it promoted a network of railways। So the question is what was Joulverian, और इसी में सारा पॉइंट आ जाएगा। 5 marks, if 1 marks question, 2 marks question appears, then you will write in detail Joulverian was a custom union। It was formed in, ये 2 पॉइंट हो जाएगा. Bolivarian was a custom union formed in 1834. It was formed on the initiative of Prussia. 2 मार्क्स हो गया. तो अगर 2 मार्क्स का क्वेश्चन आता है तो ऐसे लिख देना है, 5 मार्क्स का आता है तो ऐसे लिख देना है. So this is done. You can take the screenshot. I am moving ahead then. I think you have taken the screenshot. So how I move ahead. One thing you have to keep in your attention कि till now it was, whenever any history teacher teaches, then they tell कि Napoleon's end came in 1815. But ये after this conservatism आएगा, then the conservatism आएगा. देखो यहाँ आता है एक टाइटल है कि a new conservatism. As it was given in the heading also, a new conservatism, and when it was after 1815, तब यहाँ पे हम लोग आते हैं कुछ फोर्सेस के बारे में. विच फोर्सेस? दैट 4 फोर्सेस वेर देयर. नेपोलियन का तो एंड आया, बट वन इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट इज देयर. नेपोलियन स्टार्टेड लूजिंग इट्स territories. And first you can see in your book, one figure is there, figure number 5. Figure number 5 is about the Napoleon's, one postman is going on and the posts are falling down from his back. These posts are not the letters, these posts are the states which are being, he was being defeated by other powers, and these 4 powers I will write here. This is written in your book, 1813. War of Leipzig. War of Leipzig. This was starting of, means that Napoleon started to be defeated. Then comes 1815. और 1815 में क्या होता है? War of Waterloo takes place. This part can be asked only in the sense not in the form कि when was Napoleon defeated and which forces were responsible for his defeat. The War of Waterloo, the combined forces. This is called combined forces. I am not writing here the conservative powers. These were the Russia, combined forces of Russia, Prussia, that England, and that one is the Austria. In the War of Waterloo, he was defeated by 4 forces, and these all were the conservative forces. Conservative, in the 9th class you had studied about the Russian Revolution, in which you had studied about the three types of the what we say, 3 तरीके के समाज में लोग थे. 3 types of structure was there. One were the conservatives, others were the liberals, and the last one were the radicals. सो ये कंजर्वेटिव दोज हु वर फॉलोइंग द ओल्ड आइडिया. चलो पुराने को फॉलो करते थे, पुरानी चीजें, राजशाही को फॉलो करते थे. दे वर फॉलोइंग द मोनार्की, दे वर फॉलोइंग द ऑटोक्रेटिक सिस्टम, दे वर फॉलोइंग द फ्यूडल सिस्टम, एंड that state wise system they were following all these. So when they defeated that Napoleon, and after then what happened कि this conservatism was established, and what they did. First, I will write this later on. First, you take the screenshot. ये हम लिखेंगे बाद में. आप लोग क्या करें कि पहले अपना स्क्रीनशॉट ले लें. Then I will write that after about conservatism. हम हटते हैं यहाँ से. So now, what this conservative, the new form of the conservative, what they did. So conservatism, from conservatism word appears conservative. Conservatism, they first what they did, they undo. देखते हो undo, जो do किया उसको undo कर दिए. तो जो किया था नेपोलियन उसको बदल दिए. Undo Napoleon's change. नेपोलियन ने जितने भी चेंज लाए थे सारों को इन्होंने बदल डाला. सेकंड क्या हुआ, सिंपल समझ सकते हो क्या, ये लोग चाहते हैं मोनार्की को लाना, तो मोनार्की रिस्टोर्ड। इनमें थोड़ा इंक ले लेते हैं। हाँ, एट दैट टाइम चर्च वाज देयर, चर्च, आई एम नॉट राइटिंग चर्च, चर्च सिस्टम रिस्टोर्ड, रिस्टोर्ड फिर वापस ले आया गया। ऑटोक्रेटिक सिस्टम, जार, in Russia there was the system of the king was called the Tsar. Autocratic system, this was also restored. That means what कि इसमें आगे ये भी आएगा कि ये इसको बोलते हैं स्टेट सिस्टम, ये तो आ गया चर्च सिस्टम, मोनार्की सिस्टम मीन्स स्टेट सिस्टम, this was also restored. And then the fifth point, these are the points you can write in the 5 marks question, and they lastly you can see in the figure number 6 in your history book, this is written adopted the censorship. Censorship you can see many people are sitting around a table, बहुत सारे लोग बैठे हुए टेबल के चारों तरफ, and on their mouth there is a tape, tape pasted means you can't see anything. censorship यही तो होता है, प्रतिबंध है, बोलने की राइट टू स्पीक, दिस इज टेकन अवे। सो ये हो गया, लेकिन ये एक चीज की, वो क्या था, वो था कि दे लेफ्ट द 39 स्टेट्स का कॉन्फेडरेशन, कॉन्फेडरेशन वाज मींस द ग्रुप, Napoleon had formed a group of 39 states, so left the confederation of 39 states, I am not writing formed by Napoleon, states untouched, इसको इन्होंने कुछ भी नहीं किया, untouched means no interference, no any destruction to the system. Now you can take the screenshot. तो आगे हम लोग बढ़ते हैं, यहां तक तो हो गया। तब एक अगला टर्म आता है, आई एम गोइंग टॉपिक वाइज अकॉर्डिंग टू योर बुक, व्हाट टॉपिक अकर्स अकॉर्डिंग टू दैट आई एम गोइंग। तब यहाँ आते हैं कि ये तो कंजर्वेटिज्म आ गया, हम लोग हर कोई जानते हैं कि सिस्टम जब खराब होता है, when the system becomes worse, then everybody starts opposing, somebody has the guts, मीन्स किसी को बोलने का पावर है, बोल देता है, एंड somebody don't speak. 1815 कंजर्वेटिज्म का जो समय था, that 1815 was very bad era for the people. So जो लिबरल्स, हम लोग अभी अर्लियर क्लास में आई है डिस्कस अबाउट द लिबरल्स, तो लिबरल्स स्टार्टेड अपोजिंग दैट, क्या बोलते हैं, तुमको भी गम ने मार रहा, हमको भी गम ने मार रहा, चलो हम सब मिलके गम को मार डाले। तो क्या गम था, गम था कंजर्वेटिज्म, और इस गम को हटाने के लिए जो लिबरल्स थे वही हो गए रिवोल्यूशनरी, क्रांतिकारी। You have heard, everybody knows in 10 class, nobody is there who is not knowing the name of Bhagat Singh, Chandrasekhar Azad, Batukeshwar Datta and many more. Lakhs of people have sacrificed their life, हजार लाखों लोगों ने अपनी जीवन पर sacrifice कर दिया है। So यहाँ पे जो रिवोल्यूशनरी आए, liberals become liberally, the liberals they became revolutionary means taking the help of the even the what we say, the word is not coming in my mind, revolution with the help of the arms, yes, हथियारों की मदद ले लिया इन्होंने। तो liberals they become revolutionaries, and these revolutionaries ये क्या थे, इन्होंने सीक्रेट सोसाइटी बनाया, सीक्रेट सोसाइटी which can be called the अंडरग्राउंड सोसाइटी। अंडरग्राउंड सोसाइटी में मीन्स ये नहीं है कि जमीन के भीतर चले गए, मीन्स everybody is knowing कि this is a they are known as the common people, they are passing by from us, हमारे अगल बगल से पास कर रहे हैं, लेकिन ये लोग क्या कर रहे हैं, अंडरग्राउंड मीन्स द सीक्रेट वे, they are थिंकिंग ऑफ द प्लानिंग अबाउट द रिवोल्यूशन। और इन्हीं लोगों में एक नाम आता है द वन ऑफ द बिगेस्ट यूरोप में, नोबडी कैन दैट फॉरगेट दिस नेम इज गिसेप मैजिनी। Let me see the camera. This color is seen or not, otherwise I will not write with this pen. Okay, in your comment if 1807 is not seen, you will tell me. अब 1807 तो आ गया। 1807 क्या है? This is the birth year of Giuseppe Mazzini, Italian. He was an Italian revolutionary. These revolutionaries are always against the system. ये लोग हमेशा सिस्टम के अगेंस्ट काम करते हैं, और ये नहीं कि सिस्टम अच्छा है तब ये लोग कुछ नहीं बोलेंगे। When the system is not working properly, not in the favor, not in the welfare of the common people, then they start the revolution. So Giuseppe Mazzini, his birth year is 1807, and when he got the age of 24 years in 1831. He was so much active revolutionary that he was exiled from Italy. And there will be 1 marks question. Again 1 minute, let me see the camera again. So not the blue pen not properly giving the impression. When he was Italy, then he joined a secret society, and this secret society's name was Carbonari. You will remember this name. These are very important. First, the question in the MCQ, at what age that Giuseppe Mazzini was exiled? Which secret societies were formed by 2 marks question? Which secret societies were formed by this Giuseppe Mazzini? So first he joined secret society. He did not form. He joined this secret society, and this secret society's name was Carbonari. Later on, he formed 2 secret societies, Young Italy and Young Europe. Anywhere the spelling is written, Mazzini spelling is not proper. Giuseppe Mazzini, Young Europe. Young Europe, and these 2 secret societies were formed. Two places. One is the Young Italy in Marseille, which is now the capital of France, Marseille, and this is in Bern. But some notes type thing I will give you. First take its screenshot, then I will move ahead. I think I should go ahead. The question will be write about Giuseppe Mazzini. I am writing here a note on Giuseppe Mazzini. I think this should also be removed, because write a short note on Giuseppe Mazzini. Keeping your attention, ध्यान देना एक बात, Giuseppe Mazzini was that revolutionary, वो ऐसा revolutionary था who used to say people, this is not given in your book, people used to demand their rights but they don't know about their duty. अपने सिर्फ अधिकारों की बात करते हैं, कर्तव्यों की बात आती है तो लोग भूल जाते हैं। तो फर्स्ट द पॉइंट ऑन, he was born in Geneva in 1807, and second point is there, he was the same I think may written member of, he was the, you will add, he was the member of secret society, secret bolo, secret society, its name was Carbonari. As I had written, he was exiled. 1 minute, pen ink should be taken. He was exiled at the young age of 24 from Italy. Fourth point, he formed two secret societies. Then we will put hyphen, that is the dash. What two secret societies? And these were the young Italy, that young Europe in Bern, young Italy, first young Italy in Marseille, and second was the young Europe in Bern. So this is about Gessner-Magny. I will give, first you take the screenshot, then I will give you the notes about the what the revolutionary did. हम ऐसे ही बता दे रहे हैं क्या किए उसके बारे में. लेटर ऑन आई विल गिव यू द नोट्स की the revolutionary, the liberal nationalists became revolutionary. They formed secret societies. They opposed the monarchy system. They opposed the conservative system, and many of the liberals joined them. Later on we will talk about the dot. I will give the notes on that. Now we come to the next topic, which is about the age of, this is Gessner-Magny is over. And one more thing you should write about the Gessner-Magny. He believed in, about Gessner-Magny, believed in unification. Some points miss from my mind. Unification, this is one more point. I think this is the fifth point. Believed in unification of Germany. Sorry, Italy. ये भी स्क्रीनशॉट आप लोग ले लें, तब हम यहाँ पे आगे बढ़ते हैं. This is one after revolutionary in your book. This is given the age of revolution. As I told, revolution का पूरा समय. This is not umr. This is not our age. This is the time duration. What is the time duration? This time duration is 1830 to 1848. You had studied in your 9th class French Revolution. आप लोगों ने पढ़ा था. मेरे नजदीक आने से हम दिखते नहीं हैं. द एज ऑफ रिवॉल्यूशन, वो लोग आप लोग फ्रेंच रिवॉल्यूशन में पढ़े थे कि आफ्टर 1789 the constant revolutions, chaotic condition was there of the France. Here also the chaotic condition. Here mainly two revolutions took place, which we are going to decide. And these revolutions are divided. This is first is the July Revolution. First we will talk about first revolution, July Revolution. फिर में थोड़ा इंक ले लेते हैं. And this July Revolution took place two places. One, you are knowing 1789 French Revolution. हमको बोलना तो नहीं था लेकिन बोल देते हैं, because you will recall from the ये 9th class में ये था टॉपिक कि फ्रेंच रिवॉल्यूशन हुआ था. डिटेल्ड इंफॉर्मेशन. तब क्या हुआ 1830 में कि हम लोग in ninth class we had not studied about too much about. We had studied 1789, 1799, 91. The constitution was framed. Then in 10th class we studied 1799 Napoleon came into existence and his end came into 1815. Then 1815 conservative regime was established. But after then French Revolution 1830 क्या होता है? 1815 के बाद तो हमें पता ही नहीं था कि 1830 तक हुआ क्या. तो 1830 में क्या हुआ था, जो बॉर्बर किंग्स रिस्टोर्ड आफ्टर 1815. क्या हुआ इनके साथ कि देवर वियना कांग्रेस, they were overthrown after 1815. This was I had not written 1815 Vienna Congress, so here it is written. Vienna Congress were overthrown, मतलब इनका पावर हटा दिया गया, इन्हें गद्दी से उतार दिया गया. इवन सम ऑफ देम वर एग्जीक्यूटेड. What again? Second thing was there कि the constitutional monarchy. This is constitutional. What is the constitutional monarchy? Means monarch is there, but he will also follow the constitution. Monarch रहेगा, राजा रहेगा, लेकिन was constitutional monarchy was established. Established, one more word is there. Established की जगह पे हम लोग चाहें तो लिख सकते हैं कि what put into force. And then comes the, ये तो constitutional monarchy was established. And one more thing, बॉर्बन तो हटे, लेकिन एक राजा अगर constitutional monarch तो रहेगा ना, अगेन अंडर द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन. तो एक नया राजा बना, उस राजा का नाम था, द किंग्स नेम वाज फिलिप, लुइस फिलिप. पेन का लुइस फिलिप वाज, यहाँ एक वर्ड आएगा कंप्यूटर वाला. फिलिप वाज इंस्टॉल्ड. ये इंस्टॉल कोई एप्लीकेशन नहीं है. ही वाज मेड. इंस्टॉल्ड मीन्स यहाँ मेड है. इंस्टॉल्ड द किंग ऑफ फ्रांस. दूसरा रिवॉल्यूशन है आज. इन 10 क्लास यू विल रीड अबाउट. 10 क्लास तुम लोगों ने पढ़ा है पावर शेयरिंग. पावर शेयरिंग में यू हैव स्टडीड अबाउट बेल्जियम. दिस इज द बेल्जियम रिवॉल्यूशन. Oh, I am covering the camera. Belgium revolution. I am writing here in revolution. You will write full. REVOLU, REVOLUTION. Earlier, the Belgium was the part of the United Kingdom of नीदरलैंड. तुम लोगों ने पावर शेयरिंग में ही नीदरलैंड का भी नाम सुना हुआ है. तो ये कभी नीदरलैंड जो पावर शेयरिंग में जो इसके बेल्जियम के चारों तरफ कंट्री थे, नॉर्थ में नीदरलैंड था. इसी ने हाँ मैप इन पावर शेयरिंग अबाउट सेम, नॉट द एग्जैक्ट मैप ऑफ द, दिस इज द बेल्जियम्स मैप. In the civics lesson you will remember, like this way, this was the Netherlands, so it was the part of Netherlands. यहाँ any th I have written. You can take the screenshot. Again you will take the screenshot. I will remove this only. Okay, take the screenshot. तब क्या हुआ, ये बेल्जियम this broke away from the, I am writing UK, not United Kingdom of Britain. This is United Kingdom of Netherlands. इससे अलग हो गया. ये तो बातें हुई. एक फ्रेंच रिवॉल्यूशन 1830, दूसरा बेल्जियम रिवॉल्यूशन. Both of the revolution took place in the month of July. That's why it is known as the July Revolution. First take the screenshot, then I will move ahead. First revolution we discussed, the July Revolution. Now we will discuss about the second revolution, which is the revolution of Greece is a country. Then we come to the Greece revolution. Writing something. First time that some a problem है ink का. Greece is the word. The name of the country is Greece. And here we will not write the Greece revolution. Greek revolution. Greece was under the empire. We can say also that empire, we don't use the word. Instead of empire, in the bracket, control of O should be capital, Ottoman Empire of Turkey. In Europe map you will see about Turkey. टर्की एक साम्राज्यवादी, हिंदी में अभी तक तो हम कॉलोनियल पावर बोल रहे थे, एक साम्राज्यवाद होता है कि अपना एम्पायर बढ़ाना, साम्राज्य बढ़ाना. तो ग्रीक एक साम्राज्य था और ये ग्रीक ये ऑटोमन एम्पायर वाज द कंट्रोल्ड बाय टर्की. इन द सेकंड लेसन ऑफ हिस्ट्री यू विल नो अबाउट द खलीफा. Actually it was called caliph, the religious head of the Muslims. So it was under the Ottoman control of the Ottoman Empire since 1815. अगर कहीं कोई एम्पायर हम भारतीयों ने भी इसके अगेंस्ट में मूवमेंट चलाया था तो क्या ग्रीक वाले नहीं चलाएंगे? हाँ, इन्होंने भी चलाया. कैसे चलाया? तो some Greeks were, one is there, Greece is a country, Greeks are the people living in Greece. So they started some, due to their revolution, some of the Greeks started living exiled. मतलब देश निकाला दे दिया गया था. तो some Greeks who supported them, some Greeks living in exile. मतलब जो ग्रीक्स रहते थे एग्जाइल में, देश निकाला जिन्हें दे दिया गया था. एंड सम ऑफ द नॉर्थ वेस्टर्न कंट्रीज, नॉर्थ वेस्टर्न यूरोपियन कंट्रीज, नॉर्थ वेस्टर्न यूरोपियन कंट्रीज, सिंपली इट इज कॉल्ड वेज्ड अ वार. वेज्ड अ वॉर कहो, रिवॉल्यूशन कहो, from the year from 1821 reaching till 1832. This movement was not under the control of the Ottoman Empire, Turkish Empire. So 1832 between the Greece and the Ottoman Empire, one treaty. This is very important. Which treaty was signed in 1832? So this Greek treaty was signed. तो Greece treaty नहीं, इसका नाम है the Treaty of Constantinople. Treaty of C should be capital, Constantinople. Or according to this treaty, Greece became independent. ग्रीस आजाद हो गया. तो यही दो रिवॉल्यूशन थे इंडिपेंडेंट. फर्स्ट you take the screenshot of that. Later on, now we will move ahead and discuss about the other matters. I think you have taken the screenshot. यहाँ तक तो हमने पढ़ दिया. जैसा according I had written, that I have done. Then comes the romanticism. The heading in the book, the romanticism we also write, but I am going to write something different. This is called romantic imagination and national feeling. ध्यान रखना, हम जैसा कहे थे nationalism, what was it the beginning said? Nationalism means common culture, common identity, common language, etc. So here comes the 1 minute. तो रोमांटिसिज्म होता क्या था? पहले इसका प्रीफेस जान लो. हम लोग बोलते भूमिका क्या था. क्या it is asked कि can the nationalism be brought by only the words? No, this is not the perfect answer. National romanticism can be brought. Romanticism is that, I will write the definition also. It can be brought by the culture, art, poetry, means whatever the artistic scene, songs also. जैसे आप लोग बोलते हैं अपने पास्ट को याद करते हैं तो बोलते हैं हमारा पास्ट कितना महान था, हाउ ग्लोरियस आवर पास्ट वाज देयर. तो ये रोमांटिक इमेजिनेशन था क्या? रोमांटिक इमेजिनेशन दिस इज वाज ए कल्चरल मूवमेंट टू डेवलप ए पर्टिकुलर, इट वाज ए कल्चरल मूवमेंट टू डेवलप ए फॉर्म ऑफ नेशनलिज्म. एकदम सिंपल सा नेशनलिज्म है. मैंने यहाँ पे आ गया है, एक नाम आता है जर्मन फिलोसफर, हिज नेम वाज, we also say Johann, we can also say Johann Gottfried, we also say Gottfried Herder. और उनका क्या कहना था कि ट्रू स्पिरिट ऑफ द नेशनलिज्म कैन बी ब्रॉट, द ट्रू स्पिरिट ऑफ नेशनलिज्म can be brought by, last is very important, brought by common people. I am marking it with red so that it should be acknowledged properly. पहचानो तुम लोग इसको. And these common people were called Das Bolk in his term. And the second term he used, that was the culture is the true spirit of nation, and he named it as Volksgeist. बोर्ड में तो जगह है नहीं, आप लोग इसका स्क्रीनशॉट ले लें तब हम आगे बढ़ेंगे. ये अभी खत्म नहीं हुआ है, लेकिन आज का क्लास इससे आगे बढ़ाने पे एज आई yesterday said, because I think I will cover this in third part, mostly it will take the fourth part. History first lesson will be finished, then I think you need the civics also. I will give the this video, one more video I will make for the civics. So here the lesson finished, but again I will say the same thing. What the same thing I will like to say, कि if you have liked the video, then like it, subscribe it, share it, but most importantly, don't only share or subscribe. ये ज़्यादा important नहीं है. These videos are made for you only to watch again and again. Watch one time you have not understood, second time again see there, again watch there, then you will understand properly, because video can be recalled, written, that recounted. फिर से वापस आ सकता है, उसको फिर से ले आएंगे, फिर से हम लोग देख लेंगे. जहाँ भी प्रॉब्लम आ रही है, any problem occurs, you can ask in the comment section. I will give you the answer. And one more thing is there कि ये आगे आप लोगों को इसमें ज्यादा से ज्यादा ध्यान देना है। बोर्ड एग्जाम के अकॉर्डिंगली आई विल गिव यू द क्वेश्चंस आल्सो। सो मेरे प्यारे बच्चों, आज का क्लास इतना ही। नेक्स्ट क्लास में आई विल गिव यू वन मोर इम्पोर्टेंट वन, आई वाज फॉरगेटिंग दैट, कि बेल आइकन को तो जरूर प्रेस कर देना, जिससे कि आपके पास नोटिफिकेशन पहुंचती रहे। ओके बच्चों, गुड बाय, वी विल मीट अगेन इन द नेक्स्ट क्लास। थैंक यू। Romantic imagination, and next part will be whatever will be covered today. You can take the screenshot. I am removed from here. चलो देर